Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will learn what is the difference between part and body. For this tutorial I am using FreeCAD version 1.0, so you must have at least FreeCAD version 1.0 or a higher version than 1.0. If you want to learn FreeCAD from the scratch, then you can buy my complete FreeCAD course from zero to expert. This course also available on Udemy, but problem is that Udemy only give me the 37% of a course selling. You can see here user had paid $15, but I have only got $5. If you wanted to see the review of my course, you can go to the Udemy and search for the FreeCAD, and you will see my course, complete FreeCAD course from zero to expert. And this course is took by the more than 2000 students, and I have got the rating of a 4.1. For the demo lectures you can expand it and see the demo lectures and the course structure. But I will request you, if you found my course interesting and the reviews of the other student on Udemy, then I would request you to buy my course from my coffee shops, because if you buy from here it will help me a lot. So once you buy my course, you will be redirected to the Google Drive, and here is the my course, complete FreeCAD course from zero to expert. Go inside, and the sections I have shown you on my Ko-Fi shop page. So exactly same lectures under the section is created. For example, section 1 is introductions to FreeCAD 1.0 and what is new in FreeCAD 1.0. So if we go to the section 1, so there are the 18 lectures, and if you go inside of the sections 1, you will find the 18 lecture total. And once you go to the lecture 1, you will find a video file which you can download to your system, and you can watch it. And this course is updated on a equal interval of a time once the new features is came. And once you purchase the course, you have the lifetime access to the course. And in the case of any doubt, any query, you can mail me at admin@mechnexus.com. You can find my course link on my YouTube channel. You can see the course link, and you can also find my Ko-Fi course page link on pin comments and video descriptions. If you see in part design workbench, as part design workbench is active, and if you see here, you will see the part and body. This is the create a part, and this is options to create a body. So most of the time new beginner user not able to create a difference between these two, when to use body and when to use part. Even if you wanted to create any object, or we can say the part, it may be the mechanical, electronics or anything, we can create with the both. But there is a difference between these two. So to explain this, here I have a simple solid muff coupling which contains the three parts: taper key, muff and shaft. So here I can create this assembly in two ways. First way, I can create one body, and I rename it and give it first part is a shaft. So I will select it, and let's rename it and give it a name as a shaft. And I can on the origin plane create a sketch and create a revolve, and we can create this shaft, and we can save it as a separate FreeCAD files. And in the same method we can create three separate bodies shaft, muff and taper key, and with the help of a assembly workbench, here is a default assembly workbench which introduced in a FreeCAD version 1.0, and we can assemble it and create one assembly. But without using the default assembly workbench, you can create an assembly inside of this part. So major difference between this body and part is that part work as a container. Now let's delete this file. Now to understand part, I will again create a new file, and here instead of inserting body, I will insert a part. So this works as a container, and inside of this part I can insert multiple of bodies. So here you can see that this works as a container, and there are the 3 bodies is inserted. And now let's rename our first body as per our BOM is a shaft. Select the second one and rename it. Second is a muff, and third is a taper key. And now instead of using the assembly workbench, I can create all 3 part inside of this container. So it is very easy to model all the parts. For example, if I wanted to model the shaft, I will hide the taper key, and I will activate the shaft by activating the body, and I can create my shaft. And once I created my shaft, I will hide my shaft, and I will on the muff, and I will read the dimension of a muff and create the my part. And third, I will off the muff and on the origin plane and create my taper key. And once all the modeling is done, I will on all the 3 of my body, and here the it saves your time. Rather than managing 3 separate FreeCAD files, you have to manage this part, and any changes you will do, you can see instantly. On the other hand, if you create 3 separate body and assemble with a assembly workbench, then you have to individually update the parts and then update the assemblies. So this method is a more useful as per my point of view, because we can create multiple bodies and manage inside of the single parts. So this is the difference between part and body. So basically this part is an alternative of the assembly workbench, but the only difference is that in an assembly workbench we have options to provide the different type of a constraint like insert, made, distance, angle. But here if you create the bodies inside of a part, then you have to manage the part position inside the this container with the help of a coordinate system. Now let's create this shaft, and this will be the rough one. So I will select the front plane and click on the sketch, and I off the origin plane, and let's rough create a rectangle. I'm not going to read the dimension and draw it precisely. Here I will close the sketch and select the sketch and click on the revolve, and here I will select reference and I will select this edge and click on OK. So once you create a body and once you select it here, so here you will see the placement option in X, Y and Z. So here you will not get the options like a constraining option like a assembly. Here if you want to positions the part, we have to change the value in X, Y and Z and place our part at as per the constraining dimensions as per our drawing. So here same way you can hide the shaft and create a muff and maintain its positions. Here you will get option of angle, axis, position, and you have to move it with respect to the coordinate system of x, y, and z. So every tools having their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, if you use the part container, then you can manage all your part inside the single file, but here you have to change the position of your part with respect to the coordinate system. If you use the assembly, you create 3 separate body, then managing the positions is very easy with the assembly, but it depends upon user to user how they prefers to create their assembly. But as per my point of view, this is the most robust method to create an assembly, because this method having no any dependency on any other workbenches. If you create part with a part design or part workbench, then you have a dependency on this, and if you use the assembly workbench, then you have the dependency on the assembly workbench as well. But using the part container method, it reduce your dependency, and it helps you to manage the part inside of a single part file, and you can easily change the coordinate positions, and you can also create a drawing inside of this part. So that is the difference between the part and body. If you wanted to create a single body and make the assembly with a assembly workbench, then you can do that. And in this case, if you are going to create an assembly with assembly workbench, then go with a body. And if you want to create assembly inside a single part file, then go with this part container method, which I have shown you with this simple example. So that is the basic difference between part and body and when to use it. So this is all about this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.